Hello my SherBears. Today's video is Friday Fabs and Flubs. I do have a kind of flub this week, so you'll have to stay with me till the end of the video to find out. I have quite a few items that are favorites for this week, and then I have one flub, just one. So I'm going to start off with something that isn't makeup related but is beauty related, and that is this Dove dry shampoo. I've tried quite a few dry shampoos, and most of the time I get the ones that are colored. This one isn't colored, it's clear. It doesn't leave a white cast in my hair, and it smells so good. So this has been a favorite. Not that I use a lot of dry shampoos, but when you find one that you like, you have to say it. And it's drugstore and relatively affordable as opposed to some of the ones that you're going to get at Sephora. My next items are face products. I'm going to start with my foundations. The first one is high-end, and it is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I think I mentioned this in another favorite because this was one that I bought based on Talia, that she liked it, and she has oily, acne prone skin, and it was one of those ones that I thought, I'm never going to be able to use that. It says Rainforest is probably too moisturizing, not enough coverage. You can build this up. You can get medium coverage and then build this up to full coverage if you wanted. Lately I've just been going medium coverage because I've been having really good skin. So I have really been liking this. It is a pricier foundation, but well worth it. You don't need very much of it. I use like a couple drops, maybe 3 at the most, for medium coverage. Awesome product. So happy that I bought it. I've really been loving Tarte lately. Just so you know, I've got a lot of Tarte. The other foundation I bought, and this is weird that I even bought it because it is a cushion foundation. I always thought I'm never going to buy a cushion foundation, but I did. I bought the Maybelline Dream Cushion. Maybe it's because it has more colors than most of the cushion foundations have that I even thought to go for it. I will say this is not as long lasting as the Tarte. The Tarte is long lasting. This I noticed after about the 10-hour mark that it was like starting to break up on my nose, but that's my oilier section. But I don't know. I love it. It goes on nice and smooth. I will say I do not like this to apply it. I don't like the little sponge they offer. I actually like using my sponge, my beauty blender, or my Quo sponge to apply it, or even a brush. Just dip in and then pat it on. Really been loving it, and it's drugstore and it's cheaper than the L'Oreal Dream Cushion, so if you're in the market, look for it. This is in the shade 15, which is Ivory. Now on to concealer, and this is probably why I have so many Tarte products. I can't get Tarte at Sephora. We can't order from Ulta in Canada, so I went on the Tarte website. I will say it takes ever to get anything from Tarte, but because of how they ship it, you don't get customs charges. So I'm willing to wait a little bit longer for it. But this is the Tarte Shape Tape. This has been hyped up on YouTube so much, and I can see why. I don't think this replaces my Maybelline Age Rewind, but it's pretty close. This is full coverage. You just need to know not to use it. It's got a big doe foot. I'm sure you've all seen it. Don't use that. Don't just like a few dots under each eye is perfect coverage. This goes a long way. I'm happy that I went on Tarte to purchase this, and I wish they would sell it at Sephora. I don't know why they won't. Now onto cheeks. I think I may have talked about this, and again, it's another Tarte product. I'm seeing a trend here. This is the blush I've been reaching for. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and it is in Dazzled. It does have a slight sparkle to it, but nothing too dramatic. These do last all day, and it just gives you the perfect, just came in from the cold look on your cheeks. Love it. I've had this in my collection for quite a while, and I do reach for it very often. I just happen to be reaching for it this week more often. Now let's talk eyes. By the way, I am wearing this on my cheeks today. I am not going to say my bronzer because my bronzer's been a go-to for years. My eyeshadow palette of choice has been the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't get this sooner. I wore this 4 times this past week. It was just an automatic reach for it. This, I don't know why I didn't. I kept looking at it thinking this is just so boring. Why is everybody hyping this up? Now I see why. I will say I have not used any of the highlighters except this one, but not as a highlighter. I've just used it on the center of my eye. But this row right here, I have used every single color in this row for the last 4 days, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. When you look at this, you're like, this is boring. There's nothing special about it, and then you put it on your eyes and you're like, oh my, this is quite nice. So I have been reaching for the cooler toned colors in it, which are right there. But that's all you need. It's a nice natural look, but it has something else in there. They blend so easily and stay on the eyes. Like I do my look, I'm done for the day. At the end of the day, the eye look is still there. If you haven't picked up this palette yet, pick it up. It's like, I think $14 on BH Cosmetics site, and I think you can get it still at Ulta. So if you haven't already, pick it up. It's a great palette and so inexpensive. The next 2 items are lipsticks, and I'm afraid they're kind of the same color family, and they're both naturals. And they're both drugstore. So, the first one is the Essence Liquid Lip. I had not tried this when I did my shopper's review because I had gotten so many lip products. But right after I did that video, the next day I said I have to try it, see if this is actually worth the money. And it is, and these are inexpensive. I will say this does not dry down completely, but it's the oddest thing because it doesn't dry down completely. It kind of goes on sticky, but as your lips warm it up, it just, I don't know, it melts in and it never dries down, so it's not transfer proof, but it stays. Like, so 8 hours of wear, there was still some of this on there and I could feel it. I'd go, you can't feel it on your lips after it warms up, but you can feel it if you, with your lips. Like, it's the oddest sensation I've ever had. It doesn't really have a scent, but maybe because it is so light, like it's not a dark color at all, maybe that's why it just looks good from beginning to end, because the way it wears down, the fact that you can like purse your lips together and smoosh it around a bit more, it wears down so evenly and it stays though. It's an odd liquid lipstick and I'm glad I got it, and I've been using it quite a bit since I decided, you know, I should really try that. I bought it, I should try it. The next one is another drugstore one, and I had said that I wanted to find these. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paints, and this is in Spicy Blush. It is the color I'm wearing on my lips today. Again, these do not dry down fully. And it is a nice nude color. So this is the Essence, this is the L'Oreal. I will say the Essence lasts longer. And if you're going with drugstore liquid lipstick, I'm going to have to say get Essence or get the Maybelline Color Jolts, the ones that I had last week. Does last a bit longer. These last a fair amount of time and they wear off evenly. I don't know if I'd want one of these in the darker colors because I don't know that they would wear off as nicely, but with the nudier colors, the lighter colors, I think these are a really good deal. And it's drugstore, so you're not spending as much on this as you would on a Kat Von D or a Smashbox or an Anastasia Beverly Hills. So great product, happy I purchased it. Now on to my disappointing product, and I should have known it would be disappointing because I'd seen it on YouTube. I actually have all 3 of these. I have only tried the one so far, so I can't speak to the quality of all of them. This is the Rimmel Magnify eyeshadow palette. This is in London Calling. Okay, I've seen that they don't last. They do last. My biggest problem with this, and it's sad because I've made a palette with all shimmers work, is this only has one matte shade. And it's a very, very light matte shade. It's like, that's it. That's all that's in here. All these colors, and this is all that's in there. Plus, you really have to work to get your look. They don't blend easily, but they will blend. So it's not a complete write-off, but if you're going to compare it to drugstore palettes, the L'Oreal palettes are better. The CoverGirl ones blow most eyeshadow palettes out of the water. But I'm going to compare it to an Essence eye palette that I just got, and it was all about bronzes, and it's all matte, or all shimmers, and I was able to do a complete look with that palette. This one I had to find a matte eyeshadow to use because there was only one, and all of these really look shimmery when I put it on my eyes, whereas the Essence All About Bronze palette didn't. Like, I could use it in the crease. I could do a really good look just using that one palette. So, for the price of these, I'd have to say, if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette in the drugstore, go for the L'Oreal. Oh, please go for the CoverGirl nudes palettes. They're awesome. Go for the Essence All About Bronze or All About Roses or even All About Nudes palette. This one is too high priced for what you get. This is a London Calling. I'm not saying that that all of them are bad. This is the only one I have tried to use, and I did get a good look out of it. It was just that I had to pull from another palette, and with this many colors you shouldn't have to pull from another palette. There should be a few matte transition shades and a black. Like, there's not even a dark color that you can use on the outer V that doesn't have shimmer in it and that doesn't show the shimmer. So the London Calling is a pass for me. I will try the other two out. I do have all three, and I will try them out. I don't recommend this. If you're all for shimmers and you don't mind pulling out matte shades to work with this palette, please go for it. Just know it is a bit patchy, but you can blend it in. You can get a decent look and they don't look muddied together. So that's everything for this Friday Fabs and Flubs. I would implore you to please look down in the description box below. There is a new MAB giveaway going on. I'm actually hosting the giveaway, but it's actually Terry Lee Nifty and Thrifty's giveaway, and I stepped up to do it as she is going through a really tough time right now. She was diagnosed with colon cancer. The idea behind this one is you will have to be subscribed to all the MAB ladies, but instead of commenting on my video, please go over to Terry Lee's video. It is the one I have linked in the description box, and it is her I have cancer but it doesn't have me video. On the video, please say get well soon to her. That is how you are entered in to win the prizes that I have in the giveaway. Also, you must be 18 years or older. I'm sorry. You must have your profile public so that we can tell you are subscribed to all the ladies of MAB. And it is open internationally. I hope that you will go over, send some positive vibes to Terry so that she can get through this battle, and it will be a battle for her, with her head held high and just positive energy surrounding her. She needs that. So I hope you've enjoyed this Friday Fabs and Flubs. I hope you're having a wonderful sunshiny day. It's sunshiny here today. Much love, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.